Hey guys, this is an independent review for adapplications.com. Today we're taking a look at Pac Man Lite. This is the famous arcade game that is Pac Man. This is the Lite edition, so it is free, though you can get the full version that incorporates some other things like modes and levels and so on and so forth by paying it through an in-app purchase. Again, so if you want that full version, you can check out the full version in the App Store that you can get. You can just click that link and get through. Anyways, that said, let's go ahead and play the game here. It's very simple. It's the typical Pac-Man game where you're using your swiping and the iPhone here to swipe anywhere to move. So you see at the very bottom here, you swipe left, swipe down, right, and it's the basic aim of Pac-Man as it's always been, to kind of get these things and kill the ghouls and get all the little dots that you can here. And you want to try and avoid getting eaten here by the ghosts, otherwise you lose a life here. So again, your objective is to get all these little dots here. Your high score is represented in the top, at the top of the screen there, by getting these little dots. Your high score, or your main score, is represented in the top right, and your high score will always be displayed at the very top, so you know what you're trying to kind of beat here. So again, really simple gameplay and sticking to the classics, and it's a nice little addition here with the touch controls at the bottom here. Half your screen is kind of this touchpad for you to go through. You can see this is stage 1. You can pause here, but there's over 256 stages. Again, you may want to check that out, the full version for all of that. You can get more via tokens here, so you can buy them for in-app purchases here. 10 tokens, 25 tokens, and 50 tokens, very simply. Options also give you adjustments for things like sound effects, libraries, controls, sensitivity, and so on. That being said, what are the pros and cons? Pros, it sticks to the classic aim of Pac-Man. It very simply is Pac-Man in a sense. Number 2, it adds that great touchpad controls that work pretty well for swiping left, up, right, down. And last but not least, it packs some cool options into it. You can add stuff like your own iTunes library, so you can add your own iPod music while you're playing the famous Pac-Man game. You can adjust your sensitivity and adjust things like your controls. So if you want to use a joystick, an old-fashioned joystick, you can use that via the screen as well. So into the cons, again, it's a free version, so you're only getting a limited amount of, levels. You're not getting everything, so you may want to look into the paid version if you truly want to experience the full game. Number 2, it's obviously not like super high-end graphics. This is based off a very classic game, so if you're not a fan of retro games, then this may not be for you. And last but not least, not everybody's going to be a fan of that swiping control, that's for sure. Some people may prefer the joystick, though they do give you that option. Again, that touch mechanism of swiping up, left, right, down may take some getting used to. That said, this is Pac Man Lite. You can find it for free in the App Store today.